In this video I will show you how to use a Grand Theft Photoshop action. Okay, so first I'm going to show you a couple examples that I made using this action. So from this photo I created this effect. This background I have placed before I played the action, because on that way the action will be applied to background too. Okay, and also what you can see, the action creates this art style to your photo, and on the place where you brush, that place will stay in color. All around the photo will be black and white, but you will also be able to change that anytime. Okay, so you can leave the whole photo in color also. From this photo I created this. From this I created this. From this to this. And from this I created this. Okay, and also when you make 12 examples of your photos, you can just put them into one folder and play another action that it came with download with Grand Theft Photoshop action, and the action will create this frame. Okay, so I will close down all these windows. Let's open our photo. Here it is. When you open your photo, first check that your photo is a background layer, so it must be called background and have this lock icon. And if it's something like this or anything else, just go to layer, new, and choose background from layer. Okay, so your photo will become a background layer, and make sure that your image mode is RGB color mode 8-bit Canon. Okay, and check the image size. For best results, use the images that are at least 1500 height or wide. Okay, and resolution can be 72 pixels also. Okay, this one is 300. Okay, and to load the action, go to Window, Actions, click on this little arrow here, Load Actions, and just choose the action that came with download. Okay, here it is. So we got the Grand Theft Photoshop action and frame action. Okay, so now make a new layer, rename it to brush, and now just brush the areas where you want to apply the effect. So now you can be precise with brushing, but you also don't have to. It depends. If you want to have the full, if you want to be able for the full customization later, then you should be precise. Okay, and so you can just brush like this, but this time sometimes it's easier to make a to select the area on some different way. Okay, so sometimes I just use the you must select your background layer if you use the magic wand tool. So just make the selection, and then I inverse the selection and fill the brush layer that is the same as I brushed. Okay, so oops, I'll click here. You can play with tolerance, of course. And as you can see, the selection is also going over my model. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take a pen. Okay, so I'm gonna use a pen tool, and I'm just gonna cut out this selection from the whole selection. So I'll go to make selection and choose subtract from selection, and here it is. And I have to do the same here. So just go all over around the selection make selection, and subtract from selection. Okay, that's it, and I'm going to smooth selection a little bit, maybe. Okay, so now go to select inverse and select the brush layer, choose any color, is not important, and just fill it with the foreground color. Okay, that's it. So now all you have to do is to play the action, and oops, I forgot, I need to remove this part here, so just gonna select it and remove it from the brush. Okay, the action needs less than a minute to complete usually. It really depends on your image size. Okay, so I'm gonna fasten the video here, and I'm gonna come back when the action is finished to show you how can you customize these effects. Okay, the action has just stopped, so first I will close the actions panel, and let's see what we got here. Here we got the background brightness. So this layer, when you double click here, you can change the brightness of the background. Okay, so I don't have actually a background here. I mean, it's a white background, so whatever I do here, it will not be visible. Okay, maybe just a little bit. And so just to know, this layer will affect only a background. Okay, so you can change the brightness using these cursors here, but as I said, now I got a white background. Okay, and this is the black and white layer. So this layer will make a black and white effect all around your brush layer. So I have brushed the model here, so he stays in the color, and all around here will be black and white. But again, I don't have a background, so you can't actually see that now. But if you want to colorize the whole photo, then just hold the shift button and click on this layer mask. Oh, sorry. If you hold the shift button and click on this layer mask, then you will make a whole photo in black and white. If you want to remove the black and white effect, just turn off this layer. On that way, your whole photo will be in color. And you can also just colorize some parts by selecting its layer mask, choosing white color, and just click on places where you want to colorize. Or with black color, just brush with black color. Brush with white color in the places where you want to make it black and white. Okay, as you can see. Or brush with black on the places that you want to get in color again. Okay. Here we got the additional stroke. So this stroke will be made all around your brushed area. Okay, so if you don't brush precisely, if you just brush, if I have brushed like this or my photo, then I couldn't use this layer here, because it would create the stroke all the way here. Okay, so it wouldn't make any sense. So, but also black and white effect, I will probably need to edit. Otherwise, you can just brush lightly like here and play the action, and then play with these two layers. Okay, but as I said, if you brush something like this, you will not be able to use additional stroke. This is the enhance effect. Okay, so sometimes these effects work better when it's on hard light mode, sometimes these work better when it's soft light mode. So you just see what is going the best with your photo and choose that one. I will keep it soft light, and then maybe increase the opacity of that layer. Okay, so you can play with it. You can even set it to normal color mode, make a little bit different effect. Okay, I'm gonna keep it soft light this time. This is the edges. Okay, so this layer will create the edges, as you can see, over your photo, and if you wanna, it will not create the effect around your brushed area. So, but again, I can't see that in this example because I don't have a background. But if you wanna this layer affects the whole photo, just turn off its layer mask here by holding shift button and clicking on its layer mask. Okay. And this is the main effect. You don't have to anything to customize that. Okay. So let's close this folder, and these are adjustments. So this is the add contrast layer. So you can play with the contrast here just by moving this cursor. Okay, so I set something like this, and here you can change the brightness. Just double click here and play with these three cursors here. I'm gonna brighten the photo a little bit, so I'm gonna just drag it a little bit over there. Okay, this is the add saturation. So using this layer you can change the saturation of your photo. So let's use that like this. And this is the photo tint, so I give some yellow tint to our photo, and you can increase its density here, or also you can play with opacity. So I usually don't change the density, I'll only change the opacity if you want to make it less visible, and I'm not gonna use it now. And this is the add tone adjustment layer, so giving some nice effect to our photo, and I'm just gonna leave it right there. Okay, and if you wanna add a background here, it's better to do that before you play the action, because in that way the action will also create the art style over the background, as I said on the beginning of the video. Okay, but you can even add it later. I'm gonna just add some color fill in the background. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna fill it with color. Double click on it, go to color overlay, and no, better is to do it this way. Go to layer, choose just a new fill layer, and I'm gonna move it right here, so I can choose some color from the model. I'm gonna choose this color, get back here, and now I'm just gonna move this layer mask over here. So hold the Alt button and just drag it, replace it. Okay, and now the fill layer will be visible only in the background. Okay, so you can play with the colors here, choose any color. Let's use this one. Okay, it is the same if you want to add some background. So just go to File, choose Open, choose your photo, or choose Place, and place your background here, and just drag the layer mask if you didn't edit it. Okay, so you need to have this layer mask that is the same as the brush layer, and just drag it over your layer. Okay, but as I said, it's better to place the background before you play the action. And when you make 12 examples of your photo, you can just put them into one folder like this. The name of the folder is not important, but it's important to name the photos with numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on until 12. Okay, and then what you need to do is to open the frame PSD that came in download, and now just play the frame Photoshop action. So it will ask you to choose the folder, and you just choose the folder with your photos. As I said, the name is not important, you can call it however you want. You just need to have photos with names 1, 2, 3 and so on until 12 number. Okay, so just click open, and now select all the photos and click open. Okay, the action has stopped, so let's close this panel, and let's see what we got here. So we got this frame, so you can change its color easily, and here we got the photos. Hold Control and Alt button for PC or Command Alt for Mac, and click on this little arrow there, so that will close all the folders. And now what you can do, you can resize these photos as you like. So I'm just gonna take a move tool, and I'm gonna check the auto select option. So just select the photo using transform tool, and I'm gonna transform it to the size that you want. If you want to keep the proportions of your photo, just hold the shift button and drag some of these corners. Okay, so that was the first photo. Second one. and so on. And also what you can do, you can switch the places photos, so I can move this photo over here if you want. Okay, so I will click on it, so I see that is this one photo and this one here. So I'm just gonna drag this here and this I'm gonna drag there. I'm gonna create the clipping masks. Okay, oops, sorry. And here I have switched the places, and then I would resize the photo. Okay, and also what you can add for the end is what you can also do here is to use this one here. I will leave you the link in the README file, and so just gonna type some text. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna enlarge the text a little bit more, maybe like this, and I'm gonna lower the spacing between the words, something like this. Smooth here, and I'm gonna use small letters. That's it, and I'm gonna set its color to white, and I'm gonna add some stroke with black color, probably about 50, maybe 20%. And I'm gonna rasterize the type, so you don't have to do that. And that's it. So I can do the same here. Here, let's create this one here. That's it. When you're using a larger font, then I usually use the larger value for stroke. Okay, and why I'm rasterizing the text file is actually because if I now change its size, if I make it smaller, sometimes strokes become a little bit thicker, so I'm just gonna set it right there, and I'm gonna center it like this. Okay, so that's it. If you got any questions or you need any help with the action, feel free to contact me anytime via my Envato profile page, and thanks for watching. Bye.